just typical of that. So going on your journey so far. So how long has it been since you actually started going after your own business and creating this new lifestyle for yourself?
So it's been, I started SFM, and I think the exact date was 29th of August. I don't know how I remember that. I barely remember the wife's birthday, but I remember that date. So, so that's when it was, 29th of August. And because I remember I've always been looking for bits and bobs to other ways of making money as such. And then I scroll through and I see that about a month before. I said that a month before, and then I had a motorbike crash, and I just thought, no, now's the time to start taking action and start being able to try and make money from home. Because I keep crashing motorbikes and I keep being stuck at home, so I need to make another income. So I think that what we're now. So about 8 months. About 8 months, I think. Yeah. So about 8 months, and it's going good. It's going good. Yeah.
No, it's a way to fund your motorbike lessons by the sound of it, if you're crashing all the time. So what was it that initially kind of made you go down this route then for actually growing what, obviously I know you quite well now, but your affiliate marketing? What is it that kind of really shone out to you that made you want to step down this route as to the other 101 million opportunities that you can find, even just online itself?
Well, to be honest, when I first subscribed just to Dan, my mentor, when I first subscribed, I didn't realize it was this. I generally thought he was just selling motorbike. He had a picture ad up at the time, and I remember watching the telly and I see it, and it was something about motorbikes, and I thought, I'll just subscribe to that. I think it's about selling bits and bobs. Didn't really think too much about it. And then he contacted me back at one point, and I thought, it's like he's spoken to him. And then, when I signed up, I didn't realize exactly what it was. But then the deeper I got into it and going through the workshops and meeting people like yourself and stuff like that, it just got really interesting. And really, really took all my focus, and learning, obviously in the workshops or the webinars or whatnot, they tell you all the, like you say, 1,000,001 things you can do online. But the affiliate marketing really, really shone out to me, because where I'm still working at the time, it's just something, when you've got an automated system set up, you can make money whilst doing other bits and bobs. You're not, like, if you're going to do like a YouTube blogging and whatnot, you got like an organic way. You got to be on that quite a bit, as you obviously know, on that quite a bit. And I thought with the affiliate marketing, it just appealed to me. You've not really got to do too much. Obviously, you've got to get yourself set up and do the fundamentals. But when you are set up, you've not got to do hours and hours and hours every night. You just got to keep on top of it and just keep it ticking along. So that was the main thing. Like going down e-commerce and stuff like that. I think there's a lot more to it with the shipping and the billing and the sourcing the products and the selling it and loading it up on Amazon. All that is still amazing. But just at my stage now, I just think affiliate marketing just suits me better. So I think whoever, whatever they want to do, you just got to do, I think, what's best for you. So yeah, affiliate marketing, just it really perked my ears up when you heard Stuart Ross talking about it, and you can see with the proven figures he's got in front of him or whatnot, or what he shows you, you can see it generally does work. It is a proven. Can't think of the right word now, but yeah, it works. So yeah, that's why put my ears up. Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah, the business model that definitely seemed to suit your lifestyle. Again, as you say there, about the hours that you have to put in, the hours that your business can run, even whilst you're not physically sat at the laptop, is something a lot of people do find really, really a massive positive. You can be off doing your daily stuff. You can be doing your working on yourself, which is something I know me personally. Actually, I spent a lot of time stepping away from the business, working on myself, building myself as a core part of that business. And yeah, for me, there's so many skills I've learned, but even in this 8-month journey that you've had since you really got dug into this in August last year, so what kind of skills have you learned now that really, you did never, like, if we were talk this time last year, you would never have like thought you'd gone through this journey. What kind of skills would you say from then till now that you've developed that honestly you don't think you could deal without now?
A heck of a lot, because I've always just been a manual worker. So I've always done floor laying from school. So when the only sort of computer work I'd done was just an invoice, sending off an invoice to get paid for my flooring. So that was basically it. And even then I'd download the the QuickBooks app. So it's just made it quicker. So in regards to a lot on computers, which I've learned, like building a website, for instance. If someone would have said to me, if they'd have sold it to me, right, just build your website and come back to us, I'd have been like, whoa, like they can't do that. They just cannot do that. So that would have been the end of that. But the way they introduce it, and it's step by step, and you just learn gradually, and learning from yourself, like don't stress, don't try to do it all at once, and just take your time and take it in and do it in order. I've learned loads, and obviously the training from you, a lot more mindset. What's the right way of putting it? Just a lot of mindset, I suppose. Training my mind to not stress and get things in order, not take on too much. As you know, I tried to take on everything at the beginning, but now I'm learning to put stuff in order with all my paperwork and the bits and bobs that I printed off them things. Know what you're saying about the impact time, and I've done it. I put figure of 3, writ out the bits that we've done, and printed it off. So when I've got other things, I just write it on there. Yeah, just things like that. That's like mindset and training your mind and meditating and stuff. If someone would have told me that a year ago or 8 months ago, I'd have probably laughed out of being immature, to be fair. But where I've grown along the way, met loads of great people along the journey, and it really molded me into such a better person. Like, sorry, something's just come up there. Let me turn it off. Molded me into such a better person. Like, I listen to people talk now, doing certain things and their views on things. There was one today, I can't think, and I just think, I remember thinking today, I'd have probably agreed with you 6 months ago, 8 months ago, but now I couldn't bother to get into a dispute at work. I just like, okay, yeah, I just thought, no, I don't think like that no more, like that negative way, or getting stressed at certain things. Even this morning, I was trying to, like, that's another thing I've learned, like Facebook ads or and sorting out all that sort of stuff. If someone would have said you got to do that, I'd have just been like, I've not got a clue. Or broadcast, writing a good email, sorting out a whole campaign, loads of stuff, tracking that you've helped me with. God blimey, loads of bits that I would, if that's like the way SFM eased you into it. I'll be honest, if they would have just went, there you go, learn all that, I'd have just went, nah, you're all right, I'll just stick to my flooring, I'll stick to that. But they had to ease you into it, take your time. It's a marathon, it ain't a sprint. Do it bit by bit. It's just the more I'm doing it, the deeper I'm doing it, the more I'm enjoying it. So that's why I just keep coming. As you know, I've got like an office shed thing, and I get home, as you know, spend a bit of time with the kids, and I'm like, right, now leave me now. I'm going to do my SFM or my marketing or however you want to describe it. And I just like it more and more, because the goals, if you're willing to put the work in and you've got goals you want to hit, you can hit them. They are achievable. You just got to just persevere, dig a little bit away. Like I've had a couple of members message me lately. Oh, I'm not too sure if I can do it, and I know exactly why. It's because fair enough, they've got their own lives and they've been very busy at work, but they've just not been ticking away of an evening, even just concentrating half an hour. They've just missed it, and I know they're prescriptive. What's the word I'm looking for here? Procrastinating. That's the wrong word.
Procrastinating, yeah.
Procrastinating. That's what they're doing. I know that's exactly what they're doing, but I don't think they're not far enough in the journey to see that's what they're doing yet. As long as you're ticking away and you're enjoying it, I like it more and more. I like even talking about it now. Like when me and you talk about it, I enjoy talking about it, because I just envision my goals with a wife of traveling in the camper vans and scuba diving, but doing all of that and still earning money. That's the thing. It's where it's automated and it's affiliate marketing. Really not got to do a lot once it's all set up and all done. you're getting sales whilst you're sleeping or whilst you're out. And so, yeah, I've learned, going back to your question, waffled on a bit there. I've learned a lot, a hell of a lot, more than what I'd have thought, especially going down the mindset route. I wouldn't have even have thought that one on the first, after a couple of months, but then you talk to a lot of people, introduce to yourself sort of thing, and then it just carries on. It just gets better and better. Really good. I love it. It's good.
You really, again, you really have grown in the last, I would say, mostly 3 months. I've seen you kind of come from this position. Again, we're talking about mindset, and the influence that has on not just your business, not just the way you approach your job, not just your family, the time aspect of all of these different things. Your mindset changes all of your aspects of your life. And it is a big surprise to a lot of people. A lot of people go into building a business like we're doing here, and they think, I'm doing this for money. And it's okay to admit that, because that can be a core reason. But the things you get out of it at the end, and being able to get that fulfillment factor, being able to get excited for, as you say, oh yeah, well, I'm going away, I'm doing this, and I might log on to the computer maybe for like an hour a day if I want to. That is, I don't have to, and it's still going to run in the background. I'm still going to be earning these commissions, and it's not a case of I'm going to go home and there's a £20,000 check on the table, but actually that is all still happening in the background. So it is a big surprise, the mindset area. And if there was one thing that you really didn't expect outside of mindset, obviously you've said about all of the advertising skills and stuff you've learned, but what's the one biggest impact? Even now, you're still working a 9-to-5 job as well. You haven't actually left that environment yet. You are balancing the two. But what's the biggest surprise or the biggest impact it's had on something else in your life that, again, you just really didn't expect? Like, it's what other area is it that it's really impacts on you, and in a really positive way, obviously, as well?
I would say even with the wife, helping with the wife, because of the mindset and stuff like that, you might get into, like every couple, I can't think of an example, but I know there's been times where you just get into something silly, a petty argument, I don't know, over anything. But because of the mindset and that, you just learn to just not get angry and aggy and stuff. You just go down a route like it really doesn't matter. It's not a problem. So I'd say at home it's helped, just in general. Like you said there, at work, doing my flooring at the moment. In general, it's helped that, because you don't stress as much. It has helped other, even I'd go as far to helping, like, my daughter in a way. My daughter, she's like 15, coming 16, and she's like, I don't know what to do with her. And I'm not telling her to go down the marketing route, but I'm just showing to her, look at the other options. You haven't always got, like, your 9-to-5, what the government sort of drill into you, time for money, work your 9-to-5, go up. Obviously education is key, I know, but the way they always, like, you got to go college, and the sixth form, then college, then university. And again, I'm not saying that's not something to do, but I'm just saying to her, if that's not who you are, if you don't want to go university for 5 years, there is ways of earning money, good money, very good money, if you want to put your mind to it, online, and going down and doing something if you enjoy it. So it's even helped my daughter, because she's been watching my journey as well. And every now and again, if I learn something new, I'll show her, and she's like, wow, it is really good. And she wants to get into it. I'm not trying to force her into it, but I say to her, maybe when you're 17 or 18 or whatever, we'll just have a little dabble with it, even if it takes you 5 years to whatever. Could you imagine if you went to university, even though you'd have to go college and all that first, it's still going to take you 6 years or whatever, including college, to get some form of degree, then go on from there. But could you imagine if you'd done SFM for 6 years and dedicated yourself like you did at university? I think you'd be a very rich person. So if you've done all the hours you've done at university on marketing, I think you'd be very rich. But it's helped me in many ways. I think that it just sort of changed my life, I suppose, in a way. It sounds a bit corny, that, but it has done really. It has done really, because it opens your eyes up, doesn't it? Open your eyes up to what is actually out there. You haven't got to. I've always been a believer, and you hear everyone say this, but it is true. Everyone's like, no, I've been taught you got to work hard. If you want more money, you just work harder. And I've always thought that up until about 8 months ago. I thought, yeah, and I've always done it. If I need more money, I just go get more jobs in. I work Saturday, work Sunday. I've many times done days, nights, and just burn yourself out. Done that many times. Helicopter going over again. God blimey. Can you hear that?
They're looking for you.
But yeah, I've done that many times, but you just realise you just do not need to you just don't need to work that hard. There is so many other ways of making money online, but in ways like in whatever hobbies or passions you've got or whatever you enjoy, there's a way around that. You can create that as your niche online. So you're still doing what you enjoy, yet making money out of it. So yeah, just many ways this helps. Which is
definitely. And your passion for motocross, as you said, like going back 8 months ago, you saw that picture from a good friend of ours, Dan Carroll, who you know, again, you have that in common with him, and that was a great connection for you guys. But for you to start off, like, if you think of where you're now going down your business, what kind of goals are you now setting for yourself? How are you incorporating your passions, you know, into your business and trying to align everything to go into a future where you are going to be really enjoying what you do day in, day out?
Yeah. Well, that's it. I mean, at the moment, I'm staying with being an affiliate for SFM, which again I'm enjoying. And to be fair, at the beginning, even when I started getting into doing the modules, I thought being an affiliate. Did not think about doing affiliate with SFM. I thought, no, I'd rather just be an affiliate for motocross products and go down that route. But then again, started really enjoying being an affiliate for SFM because they are such a good company. So yeah, there's been an affiliate for them, but then I still want to. My brand is a Quality Vision, as you know, and I want to go down being an affiliate for motocross parts, fitness parts, and like action sports cameras. So it all ties together. So I'll have a niche where all of this will all tie together, so I can help people out with getting motocross stuff, staying fit whilst doing motocross stuff. And everyone likes to video themselves while doing motocross. Everyone wants that cool picture, don't they? So just getting the right cameras, the right equipment that they need to all that work that they've put in to make their riding good and safe and being healthy and just catching all that on camera. So that is the route I want to go down. I've just started. I've just opened up the Amazon affiliate, Amazon associate affiliate links and all that sort of stuff. So just slowly ticking that off, but not rushing it. Not right. We've spoke about it before. I'm not. If I've got a spare hour, like I did the other night, I thought, you know what? Let me sit down. Let's just have a little play of it. Don't get stressed if it don't work, which I would have done 3-4 months ago. I'd have just stressed. It don't work. I can't do it. And it worked. I think where I was more relaxed, I thought, right, let's have a little go at it. Googled it, and it all worked. So wow, that weren't too bad. So yeah, just ticking them things off. But that is the route I want to go down, being more affiliate for motocross stuff, fitness stuff, camera stuff, tie that in and make more my website more of my hub and promote the website more. At the moment, I'm not really promoting the website. It's more opt-in pages and selling the online course, because I think you've got to, which a lot of people say, but so true, you got to believe what you're selling. So if you're selling marketing, selling SFM, I generally believe, otherwise I suppose we both won't be doing it, that it works. I generally do believe it, and it can change people's lives. So selling that is cool at the moment, and it's fun, and it's good, and it's a way of making money. Then I want to go down, once I've got that all tied up and I'm rich off of that, I'll go down the affiliate route and go down for motocross and go down that route. But then another thing along the way, as you know yourself, is writing blogs, which I've not sorted out yet because we spoke about this. I'm not going to rush into it and stuff. But that was another thing, going back to one of your original questions, that I would have never have thought. If someone had said about writing blogs, I'd have just been like, nah, you're right. That's just not me. That's not me writing blogs. But doing this journey and writing broadcasts and just brain dumping everything onto the computer or a pad, it's good for the mind. It's quite enjoyable just writing everything and then edit it after. Just get writing, just get typing. So that's another thing I'll eventually incorporate into the website. Just blog informational. That's not the right way of saying it, but you know what I mean. Informational blog sort of thing that I can put out once a week, which I'm going to call. I'm going to call this an exclusive. This is thank God. Thank blog it's Friday. What do you reckon? Do you think that's good?
Thank blog it's Friday. I'm telling you what, that there could be something in there.
That's quite. I was in the gym the other day and I thought, thank blog it's Friday. I thought I'm going to use that. I'm going to use that. So that's going to be my little slogan or wherever I do it. But so that'll be the aim, to get a blog out every Friday, obviously. Thank blog it's Friday. So that's the route I'm going down. So lot to do, but it's a marathon, not a sprint. So it's before I'd have thought of it as a sprint. I've got to get done. But now it's like, no, just it will come. Just tick little bits, even if they're the tiniest little goals. Now sometimes, even if I've just been doing a Facebook ad and all I need to do is adjust the audience, even if you're just getting that done and it goes into a review, comes back, it's just another thing. It's not stressing in the back of your head. It's just another thing done. So it's just move on to the next thing and then the next thing, and it adds up. You look back in 3 months or 6 months. Like now, as we talk, if I look back 8 months, I just think, wow, like, if someone would have said you could do all that in 8 months, I'd have been like, nah, I won't be able to do that. But yeah, I can. So it's learned a lot.
You have everything that's now going to ring, annoyingly. There we go. Again, like really going back to where you've been, let's say only 8 months ago, it's been great to see you come. And obviously you've hit times you have where you've struggled, and luckily you've had the right people around you, which is all part of having a community, all part of having good coaches around you and good influences as well. But 100%. What if you had to just name one time that you seriously almost stopped, almost turned around, said, enough is enough. It's not worth it. There's too much stress. There's too much time, too much effort. When was that for you? How far into your journey was that from when you started in August?
I would say, see, the modules, they took me, I think they were 30 days exactly. So I got the modules done in 30 days. So it weren't the first month. I'd say about 3.5, 4 months in. And the only reason I'm picturing that is because I had a lot of trouble with the Facebook pixels, which was really, really stressing me. I tried to just tackle that by myself. This is before I learned, like Facebook pixels, I've learned it's not a bit of me. So if I need Facebook pixels, I'll outsource that now. But I didn't realize that at the time. I just thought, no, I just got to do it yourself. You just got to do it. And now I won't stress about it. I just think I can't do that. So I'll pay someone else to do that. And I know not everyone's got money to do that, but you find it. You find the money, you find the time. So it was the Facebook pixels. And one of the main ones that really got me, where I think in the back of my mind, I knew I wouldn't quit, but I felt like I was close, is when I kept writing long, good blogs, not emails, and every time just goes junk. And then no one sees it. It's like you spend, where I was new as well, I'd spend like 2-3 hours getting it all done and all what I thought was right at the time before I learned about all the testing and stuff. You press send, not one single open, and you just think, what's the point? At one point, I remember saying to my wife, what is the point? I'm doing all of this. I was still early on, and I'm thinking I should be making sales by then. But when I look back now, I didn't need to be making sales by then. I was just too eager at the time. What is the point of this? Keep writing all these emails and that, and they're just going to junk. No one's seeing them. What's the point of all this effort? And that was one point. I remember I walked out the kitchen. I went to the shop, and I think I sent my mentor Dan a voice note, because I was at the raving up, and I just said, "What's the fucking point?" Oh, sorry for swearing. What is the point? I'm doing all of this, but I'm not getting no pixels. So then I'm not. It's not getting the advertisement on Facebook that it needs. Any leads I am getting, I can't connect with, because every time I send an email, it's just going to junk. I'm like, there's no point. No point me doing it. So yeah, I'd say pretty, 3 months or 4 months, something like that. And it did get stressful, but you just got to look at your goals, look at why you joined, and obviously it's just a blip in the road. There'll always be blips in the road. As you'll learn along the way, as anyone will learn along the way. And it's just seeing past that, seeing past your goals. It can be fixed. You just not get stressed and just go with it. A lot of my emails still do land in junk, but I don't get stressed about it. So I just think it is what it is. That's what you're saying. It is what it is. But I've learned along the way with the email. I've learned quite a lot about the emails. Like testing your slug line, your slug line, they call it, don't they? Your slug line. And then testing your email itself to see whether it's got a lot of stuff in, because I didn't realize at the time, which makes sense. You can't say things like you'll make loads of money, financial freedom, 100% new. Like you can't say all these things because it goes as spam. But again, another thing I learned, didn't realize you couldn't say none of that. So I was probably saying loads of that, hence why I kept landing in junk. So that was the time, I think. And then, but you got to look at your goals, look at where you want to get to, and think, do you still want to be doing your manual job for the rest of your life? If you want to be doing your manual job for the rest of your life, then quit. Then it's not for you. Just stick to your manual job. But if you're not happy doing that, which I don't want to be doing floor laying when I'm 65 years old, I think I'll have a bit of a bad back and bad knees. So I just think, picture, well, I don't want to do that. So there's no one keep moaning about it. I just have to improvise and get around the situation. So yeah, sorry, mate, I waffle on a bit here, didn't I? But yeah, about 3 or 4 months. It's the that lighting keeps coming in, doesn't it? I'll just shut that, mate.
I just thought that heaven was coming and opening a door for you the way you were doing such an inspirational speech.
Sorry, mate.
No, not a problem. No, I say don't worry about talking, because it's great to hear just the passion that you have for, again, the emotion that it brings to the front from you actually. The journey, again, you've been down. Yes, everyone always focuses on the destination, but something that a lot of people do struggle with is to actually make sure that they enjoy the journey as they go along. And if you're not enjoying that journey, that destination seems a long, long way away, doesn't it? And it's different for everybody. Everyone's journey is unique, and that's the way it should be for them. So you say about, obviously, times when you kind of go through those wobbles, you go through uncertainties and you doubt yourself. And who is it for you that really kind of helps you through? Don't say me. Who is it who really helps you through those moments? Is it what kind of inspiration or what motivation do you need to help you get through that? As in, is it external people? Is it people in any communities? Is it just literally motivating yourself from things like audiobooks or YouTube videos? I don't know. What is it for you that helps you just switch another gear and just step it back up again?
Well, I think what originally starts helping is when you're doing your modules, they sort of gradually ease you into that sort of positive mindset as it is. So before you hit any major problems, not major problems, but before you hit any problems, you've sort of got an inkling you need to be a bit more positive, a bit more optimistic. So there's that. What I like to, I speak to my wife's really good. She really good at talking to me about it if I'm getting a bit stressed and whatnot. So my wife would be someone. But also what I like to do now, if I'm hitting problems or whatever, or not that I feel like I am procrastinating, but feel a bit like that, I'll watch like a bit of Tony Robbins on YouTube or something. I'll just put on like a 5-minute YouTube video, and it just gives you a little kick up the to make you get snap back into it and think, snap out of that being all feeling sorry for myself. I've got to hit my targets and hit my goals. So that's probably my main go-to thing now. Or saying that, going for a walk sometimes. If I feel stressed and stuff like that, I've got to park down the road. Again, a thing I wouldn't have done 8 months ago. 100%, I'd have just stayed indoors, get more stressed. But now, if I'm getting stressed, I'll just go for a walk, just do a lap around the park or something. Hopefully, if it's not raining. I think I've done it once when it was raining. Go for a walk around the park, or put on like Tony Robertson, or I'm trying to think of some of the titles. They're all different ones, and then like inspiring 5 minutes or whatever, and it just says like things like you've said before, like just do a bit of meditation for 10 minutes, just take time, chill out, and come back to it. So yeah, I mean, there's obviously yourself, you've helped massively, as you know. Dan, my mentor, he's been quite good. If you text him or whatever, whether he can resolve the problem or just words of encouragement. The tribe themselves, they're quite good through SFM. I've never really ranted on there, but there's people that if you did rant, they'd not have your back, but they'd give you words of encouragement. But yeah, I think my go-to over everything is probably just if I'm feeling a bit crappy, wake up a bit crappy, put on like a Tony Robbins sort of little 5-minute YouTube video and listen to that. And it really does hit home. They do hit home, some of them, because they're all so true, but you just got to do what they're saying. Some people listen and like, yeah, it don't work for me, but it's like, but you do have to take action on it. If they're saying meditate for 10 minutes or whatever, you do have to take them steps. You can't just listen to it and think, right, now I'll be rich next year because I've listened to them. You still got to do what they're saying, but if you do what they're saying, it will change your frequency and make you feel better. So yeah, that would be my go-to thing if I'm feeling a bit crappy. I've done it this morning. Even though I was all right. What was I thinking? It was just a bit of a rubbish job I had on, and I just I don't want to be doing this all the time, but you got to do it. It is what it is. And so I just put on before I was going to pick my brother up. I just put on this. It's normally Tony Robinson. Always seems to start off with Tony Robinson, then loads of other speakers seem to. There's a lot. I don't know all their names. Lewis Brown. Lewis. What's his name? Do you know the one I'm on about?
Can't say I do.
Yeah, Les Brown. He's very good. Les Brown, yeah. Lewis Brown, I was close. Yeah, Les Brown, he's very good. So yeah, listen to a bit of that, and it does. If you've got to take their action, taking the words that they say, it will. Because another thing I started thinking a few months back, it can't all be coincidence that they all say the same stuff. Like they don't all know, like all these speakers, they don't just all go to a meeting and say, right, this is what we're going to say. Like, they all say a lot of similar stuff. So it's not coincidence. It's because it works. It's because what they're saying generally works. So that's what I started thinking probably about 2 months ago. Like, it just can't be coincidence that they're all saying very similar stuff. Obviously, they've got their own angles of looking at it, but it's all very similar. So yeah, I'll take on board what they've learned over decades of time and save me spending decades. I'll just listen to what they're saying and take action on it. So yeah, that's what I seem to do. Yeah, it's good.
And to put you massively on the spot, because that's what I'd love to do, people. In 12 months' time, that dreaded question, where honestly do you see this journey going for you in the next even 6 months, but especially 12 months' time? Where do you see yourself going? How developed do you think that this journey could really lead you?
Yeah. Well, I'd want to say I'll be out my 9 to 5. That's what I'd want to say. But going on, not going to try and rush the whole thing because I want everything set up properly. In 12 months, if I could be, I don't really work the weekends as much anymore, but if I could, for instance, not work the weekends and take 1 or 2 days off during the week, but still get money covering, say, my paid advertising plus them days I'm taking off, that would be a very good place for me. That would be a very good place because essentially I'd be in a situation where I can just pick and choose what jobs I want. So I'd be a bit happier at work. So I'm picking and choosing because I'm quite good at floorland without being big-headed, but so I'll get a lot of offers. So if I could be in a situation where I've got money coming in anyway, and I could just pick and choose the extra little bits I wanted to do in 12 months' time, I'd be more than happy with that. I'd be more than happy. I'd love to say not my 9 to 5, not just doing this full time, but whether I'm being too optimistic or not, I don't know. I mean, I've come very far in 8 months, so another 12 months. Very possible to not be doing 9 to 5, but I won't get ahead of myself. I'll make the goal a bit smaller. If I can, if I could have work, say 3 days a week. The other 2 days a week, SFM, a lot of marketing. Even though you wouldn't have to do it all day, as we know, you wouldn't have to do it all day. It'd just be a few hours. But I still wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind making material in them 2 days and treating them as not 9 to 5, but you know what I mean, good few hours making materials, making broadcasts and blogs, and getting that all ready to send out for the week, and having the weekend off just to do my motocross or something. That'd be brilliant. I'd be over the moon with that. That'd be really, really good. But you know what? I'd still end up coming back from my 3 days at work and jumping on the computer anyway, because you enjoy it, didn't you? So I know I wouldn't just not do it. That would just be a lie. I wouldn't just do it for them 2 days and not do it. Even after motocross on Sunday, I'm normally knackered, and I am, but I still can't help. It's just like, I just have a little look on the laptop, just because you enjoy it. Where you enjoy it, it's just so different. And you know what? Going back, I was thinking about when you were talking earlier, but I didn't get to say it. When you're enjoying what you like, the money really is, and I didn't believe this when I started, but I do now. The money is a byproduct to what you're trying to achieve. If you enjoy what you're trying to achieve, and you just, obviously everyone wants to earn money from it. Essentially, that is what it's all about. But in the on flipping the coin, if you go down the route of wanting to help other people, when you get members, I'm generally happy for them when I get members thinking, yes, this person is now an opportunity to change their life, and you want to help them change their life. And being in that mode, the money's the byproduct. If you just concentrate on helping people, you will be rewarded for it. So that's so true. I wouldn't have believed that when you think about that when you first join. Like, just concentrate on helping people, and you'll get money from it. You just think, yeah, all right. I don't believe that. But the longer you go down a journey and you dig deeper, that's so true. That is so true. Because if you just enjoy what you do, you look at loads of blogs or a lot of famous people. Like Walt Disney, heard that one today or yesterday. Walt Disney made what's the saying? He made money to make movies, not movies to make money. And it's so true. It's so true. And now look how rich that man is. And there's millions of examples, like Robin Williams, and there's millions of examples in there of people that have just money's the byproduct of what they enjoy doing. So
yeah, and there's going to be people watching this right now that are going to say, you know, they're really going to switch off. They're going to feel disconnect with that. And I know that because when I started this journey 2 years ago, that I would have gone, you're crazy. And I'm never going to lie to people. The reason that I started my business was to gain the finances, to do the things that we've mentioned, get out of our 9 to 5 job, to reduce the kind of stress that we have on our lives around the finances with our families and such like that. But you do find that actually when it's the way the universe works, when you align yourself with what is your gift, what is your purpose, when you find that and identify that and work for that purpose, the money will come. You can monetize so many different ways around literally anything. Around motocross is a great example for you, as you have already said, with the Amazon affiliates that you're looking to start selling the products. You're not selling those products to try and make a quick buck with somebody. You're promoting these products. You're finding a person who has a product that they're looking for. You're offering them a product that you have tried and tested and fully recommend out of a good place. You're not doing it to feel negative, like, oh yeah, you know, you talk to your wife and say, oh yeah, I've sold this product to somebody today, but it's going to break down, you know, like the old used car salesman where you're pushing a car out the thing, you're going, I hope those brakes survive until the end of the road so he won't come back. No, it's not that. You have something that works for you, or you fully recommend. You're probably a student of it. You're probably an owner of it. And then you're offering it to other people. And of course, other people are going to see things in a different way. It might be valuable to some people and less valuable to others. Yeah. But it's about finding those people that you can influence, that you can resonate with. And changing a life, I'm not going to go MasterCard and say it's priceless, but you can't put a value on that. And if you can, in essence, replace your income through whatever means in your business to free you up to do your purpose in life, that's the way life should be, not just going to work for a paycheck every week.
100%. 100%. I think, like, you read another thing. I'm thinking about everything every time you talk, and then I'm thinking about something else I've learned what I didn't used to do. Reading books. I was about to say about a book. Never used to read books before, really. So reading books, and one, Richest Man in Babylon, I think I told you I was reading it. Like they say about, well, it's not even in that book. It is in that book, but in a different context. But no, like they say you should give 10% of your wages away and you'll get money back. Now, obviously, that is a hard one for anyone to do. Just here's my way to give 10% away to charity. But I do believe that is true. And I would be lying to say I'd do that. I don't give 10% of my wages to charity every week in, week out. But if there is, like on a lot of social medias and stuff like that, if there is people you can see, like you get these youngsters, poor little gits, like they need operations and stuff like that. There are times like that. Then I'll always put. We obviously can't put money up to all of them because there's thousands that go past really, isn't there? So, but I'll put money up to them, and I do believe you do get rewarded for that, because it's like coincidental. The next couple of days, something comes to you. Like I've done a few free jobs before, done hundreds of free jobs with friends and family. But when I think of it, like so many times I've done a free job, then I'll get a phone call the next day. I'll see your van at such and such road. I was wondering if you could do my house, and you get a whole house, and you think that was another one because I was helping someone out. They didn't have much money. You get something from it. So yeah, I forgot the question what you said there, man. I just think about that. But
cash flow.
Yeah,
it flows. It is very genuine truth that if you do things selfishly, just for the money,
it won't work.
Yeah. If you give to receive, you've got it all wrong.
Yeah, 100%.
If you give just for the pure fact that you like to give, or someone actually deserves that, and do it out of a complete place of comfort and vulnerability in some ways, whether it's money, whether it's time, as you say, doing free things for people that maybe they can't afford, or maybe they just don't have that thing that's needed right now. All of a sudden the universe works its magic, and it will bring you around your reward. And it is something that is a very difficult belief for people to get their heads around, because again, the win-win philosophies that I now live by as a pure habit, that everyone in this universe can win at the same time, some people just don't understand. So thank you very much for sharing your time with me today. I'm not paying you, so this is free for you. But no, thank you very much, because it's great to hear from another person, another perspective on how their life has changed through no one else but themselves. There's no secrets that you're the person who has to do the hard work. No one else is doing the work for you. There's people behind you, coaches that are going to help you, but you are the forefront. You are the difference maker. You're the person who decides whether it's going to succeed or fail. You're the one that's deciding whether you're going to keep going or you're going to quit. And it's lovely. It's always lovely to hear people's journeys, but especially for someone like you, who, again, I do know quite well now. And for a lot of people, 8 months is no time at all. 8 months disappear in your year, especially when we've been through a tough last 15 months or whatever with COVID, 13 months. It's so quickly could have just disappeared, and you've taken that step forward, and you've made your life better, and you've 100%. Persisted, and I know you will continue to do that, and I sure as hell won't let you do any different. So thank you very much for your time today. Thank you for sharing some really great insights. It's been absolute pleasure.
Glad I could be of service. No worries, mate. No worries.